Hello, thanks for joining. My name's Ben and I'm building my first game in Unity called Broken, and you can see it on the screen right now. This is a moment for the game. This is going live tomorrow. Before I get started, I've already opened my beer, but I'm on a Brewdog Hazy Jane Guava, which is quite nice. I had this with the Christmas calendar. Yeah, it's nice. So, game goes live tomorrow. Chapter 1, at least. There's going to be 3 chapters to this game. The second chapter is going to be more puzzle-based. More like Portal, I guess. That side of things, with the storyline developing as you go. And chapter 3 is going to be the conclusion and the decision you have to make and what happens after that. So that's where I'm at. The game is, as I say, ready to go live for tomorrow. I've been tweaking it over the last couple of weeks, and I feel a bit odd about it. Like the fact that it's going live tomorrow. I know a lot of developers make a big deal about going live, and have the countdown and party and mass press and all that. And obviously, I don't have the money for a budget like that for marketing, but also I don't know if that's me. Sort of sitting around going, oh, it's live, wee! Because don't know. This is a bit of a hobby, right? I'm in the unique position where I'm not I'm not relying on this to become financially stable or anything like that. I know a lot of developers do that, and it probably is quite scary for them when they launch a game because everything relies on the sale of that game. For me, this is a hobby, although I'd love this to be my business, and that's really where I'd like to go. I'm hoping Broken will give me the opportunity to go down that route, but I'm not naive, I'm not stupid. Time will tell. People will tell me. The reviews will say everything because people don't hold back on their reviews. I know this game isn't going to be for everyone because it's quite unique. I say unique, but like I've developed something really unique here. I haven't. It's quite a specific gamer, I think, that will enjoy this. People who enjoy stories and exploration and self whatever. Don't like being handheld. Don't like instructions. Don't like the click here, now click here. Congratulations, you click that button. It's none of that. But I also aware it's quite slow paced. It's not a first person shooter. It might. I don't know. Time will tell, won't it? Time will tell. Anyway, overall, I'm pretty happy with what I've done in the last 13 months. It's been a hell of a journey to get here, to get to this point for, the first chapter. I was looking at this timeline before. This is I started or had the idea for looking at Unity as an engine for developing the game in 2020, right at the end of December, and just sort of seeing the progression. Playing with all the assets, world building, getting it to run on mobile, looking at HDRP, developing the island. It doesn't look anything like that now. Having my PC blow up and having to get a new one. Oh, this is when I went to HDRP. This is what happened. Everything went pink because all the assets needed updating, which also came with a load of other issues. Man, that was a terrible time. That was like, I remember thinking, should I just start again? But I'd gone so far. Glad I didn't start again and just stuck with it. Getting it on VR, trying out different aliens, the sort of, I guess, the artistic style for the aliens. Yeah, they were. These might come back to some degree, like being around on the island, being a bit evil. But yeah, all that to get to here. Yeah, it feels a bit surreal. I don't feel overhyped about like the release. It's a soft release anyway. I'm not making a big song and dance about it. I'm nervous about the cost of the game. I'm nervous about people not perhaps getting that it's early access and it's not complete. You know, it's only the first chapter. I'm a little bit nervous that I tried VR on the weekend and the performance was terrible again. Like way worse than what it was before. And I'm not really sure why. But I do want to get this in VR, so I'm going to make that happen because I've been talking about that all along, like VR, 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 VR. It's got to happen. Yeah, and I guess this is like the first game I've done. Well, it's definitely the first game I've done on Steam. But I think because I'm asking for money, that's where the nerves really like lays. Because when done my other games, they've either been on the Play Store or the iOS store with ads in, so you're getting it for free. Just got to deal with the shitty ads, or I've just dumped them on a server somewhere, and you hit them. Or even back in the day, they were on Newsground, and the one with the giant, what was the Congregate? I was going to say the giant ant, and platforms like that, which had a big audience, but again, you wasn't really asking for money up front, and that's the bit I'm a little bit on edge about, I guess. But time will tell. I've done a little bit of research on the sort of games in the same territory, and I don't think it's unreasonable what I'm asking. Whether or not a player will agree, that's another question, and I guess I'll see on the sales. But this is how I think it will go. Like day one, probably quite a few sales. Drop, sink, and then a load of refunds, and then just a sort of very low, steady purchase here, there, and everywhere over time. I think that's how this will pan out now. This is where I think having the backing of a publisher is probably so important, because they can get you in front of thousands, if not millions, of people at once. The game's obviously not ready for that because it's only got the first chapter, but maybe that's something I need to think about as I come to conclude the game, that I might need a publisher's backing behind this if they're interested. I think also that's the other problem, isn't it? It's not a mainstream game. It's certainly not a first-person shooter. It's not fast-paced. You're kind of left to your own on this one, and that's not for everybody. That being said, Tim enjoyed it on that stream. We seem to. So there's definitely people out there that would enjoy it, but probably not in the numbers that you would need to make this a business or whatnot. Anyway, I'm mumbling again, carrying on. I think, see what happens tomorrow. It's going live whether I like it or not. It's in a solid state. I've done lots of tweaking over the last week or two. It's been quite nice actually, just sort of logging in every now and then, making a little tweak, putting a build up, closing it down, spending a bit more time with the family, doing things like that. Yeah. Alright. I'll update you once it's gone live, and we'll see how it's gone. Catch you later.